DD214 Gaming Podcast is for mature audiences only. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any Department of Defense or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Good morning, Deshaun. Good morning, DD2. Good morning, DD214 Universe. We're here. It's Sunday, baby, and it's time for church.
Good morning, Fago. I'm gonna drink some Red Pop now in fucking celebration of that fucking beautiful shit right there.
Okay, so hold up. So you got Red Pop, right? So like the best flavor that I've had, and this was just recently, was the Firecracker Red, White, and Blue one. Oh my god!
Yeah, they have that sometimes at my gas station. Like my gas station has like 15 different fucking flavors of this shit, dude, and they're all probably terrible. But it's Fago, so we drink the fuck out of it, you know. Like,
good morning, Devin.
That's what's up, dude. Good morning, Devin. Good morning. Devon, that's my boy Rember right there.
Devon, excuse me.
Good morning.
Mr. So while you're drinking that, I finally got my hands on some liquid death, baby.
Dude, now, is that the one you gotta like sell your soul to buy a case of and shit?
Yeah. Except I found it at Target on the shelf. So
I'm digging the demographic that they're targeting with this water. And this is literally just water. There's no fucking booze in it or nothing, right?
Nope, just water. Let's see.
Interesting.
Starting off with John's reviewing it, huh?
How is it, John?
Kansas City tap water tastes better than this.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
It's a little thick.
For water?
Thick. It's not worth $1.39.
For those of you guys that are not familiar, John is in fact a water connoisseur, and he is very, very particular about the types of water that he likes, or that he will even fucking put money down and drink. So, John's review of Liquid Death. John, do we have like a how many out of 5 or how many out of 10 are we giving this?
I'm gonna give this. So the can is amazing, I have to say, and the branding is amazing. So I'll give it some points for that. But the water's a little thick. You know, I probably should have went for the sparkling water, but this is gonna get a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Okay.
Mostly for the can. The can is awesome.
I gotta say, hearing water described as thick doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right. That reminds me of like those floods where you see like all that sludge and shit, you know, at the front getting pushed by the water. You know, like that's thick water, right? That water's thick, right? Something like that.
Thicker than a Snicker.
Yeah.
I love how John has like all these like he's got like field tests for like how he tests his water. Like,
I mean, hey.
You are a water connoisseur. There's nothing wrong with this, my friend. Like, you have nothing to be ashamed of here.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you guys got water that we don't get in New Jersey, send it my way. I would love to test out your water from your area. I mean, it's kind of crazy that we're even talking about it, because like Fago is not even a thing that we get over here. Like, it's right. You can't find Fago over here.
I didn't get it growing up like out west. We didn't have it out west. I heard of it, obviously. Listening to like ICP and shit, you hear about it. But we didn't have it out west, you know, and like it's only like being out here in Missouri is like we're actually am able to get it because it's actually sold here. You know,
Deshaun Meyer says it sounds like a can of It sounds like a can of saliva.
Thick water.
Oh.
I don't even want to drink this anymore.
I know Myers knows Sergeant Voorhees, and I know he knows I've probably done staff duty with Voorhees more times than we ever needed to. Don't you know that son of a bitch had a Red Bull can that was his dip can, and I had a Red Bull can that was right next to it, and they got mixed up? Yeah, no. It was a
You
bad
never
day.
drank bong water before?
Oh, I've drank bottled water before.
I have, yeah. That's definitely like when I was like a little teenage shit and I was like trying to like get rid of evidence, you know, instead of just being smart and like, I don't know, like taking it across the hall and dumping it down the toilet and flushing the toilet. No, I just wanted to stay in my room and fucking drink it like a dumbass. And it was gross as fuck. I'm talking just from like pulling like one like bowl through it, basically. You know what I mean? Like it was only tainted with like one bowl's worth of like reefer, right? But I smoke outside in my bedroom, like, and blew the smoke outside my window, right? Because being a little shit. And I thought I was going to be more sneaky by not exiting my room and, you know, trying to keep like the smell kind of contained in my room type thing. So I fucking just, before I went to bed, I drank that fucking bong water, and it was fucking disgusting. I deserved every nasty, cringy, like, how am I even fucking doing this to myself that I got that night. It was nasty ass shit, dude. Even from like one little bowl's worth of reefer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Joe, do you remember on deployment when you were bare-assed in the porta potty and sat in shit and ran out of the porta potty pants
I
at your
cannot
ankles?
fucking believe you're bringing this up right now. I can't believe you just brought that up.
I mean, we are going to interview today. We are interviewing you today, anyway, right? So
yes, it's true. But let me tell you, the
How you doing, Ben Davies? Good morning.
The porta shitters they had at Camp Beer in Kuwait were fancy. Like it looked like a regular porta john. But you walk in, there's a tile floor, a real porcelain toilet, a porcelain sink. It was like, whoa. Easily nicest shit I've ever seen the Army spend money on.
I have been in a couple of very, very fancy porta shitters, and I was happy to fucking drop some fucking mud in those bowls on Uncle Sam's fucking dollar, especially either on my way to or returning from basically digging a hole in the ground in Afghanistan and fucking the world. You know what I mean? Like, so it was always fun to drop a massive, nasty, smelly turd in the fucking nicest possible toilet I've seen probably in months at this point, right?
Hell yeah, man.
Like, I love destroying fancy things, dude. It's just makes me feel happy inside.
I mean,
you know?
when you destroy something fancy and expensive, it's almost just like, yeah, it's almost like burning a $100 bill, right?
That's right. I agree. Like that scene in Dark Knight where the Joker just lights that whole fucking
that money.
Oh, dude, I can jerk off to that, dude. That's literally jerk off material for me.
So good
Weird
morning,
flex, but okay.
Good morning to you, Ben Davies, UK soldier, and he's saying good evening to us.
It's good. Yeah, it would be evening across the pond. It would be the evening. So I hope you had a good goddamn dinner, Ben, and I hope you got a fucking strong drink in your hand.
Deshaun says, yeah, they were nice. Held that heat like a damn sauna in the Sahara. I actually have a story in the field once. So when we were, and actually, you might have been in this field operation too, Joe. We were in the field. It was probably one of my last ones, and one of the funniest things I saw when I had my MVGs on, when I went to go take a piss, I saw my commander, First Lieutenant Crisp, hog hunting in the woods.
Oh yeah, that was a normal thing.
Yeah, so I saw them doing that in my NVGs about 100 yards away, and you know, the next morning it was like 97 degrees out, and I had like the worst diarrhea, bro. And you know, and we were on the red clay. We were in the red clay fields.
Oh yeah, I know where you're at.
Yeah, we were in the red clay fields, so I'm in there, and I just boom. I was dropping bombs in that shit. It was so hot. I swear to God, it was so hot. I put my foot at the door to let it in, and someone walked by and was like, "Yo, close that shit." Like,
damn, dude. It does amplify it by about 3,000%, like with each 10-degree increase of temperature there is from outside. So, like,
Ben says the best feeling in the world if you get the first shit in the new Portaloo.
Yeah,
it's true. The scariest feeling in the world is when they come and suck the shit out while you're still sitting on it, though. I've had that happen a couple times.
Some of my proudest moments in the United States Army was grossing other motherfuckers out with like how bad my shits can be. You know what I mean? I remember one morning fucking like this is back at Fort Carson, and so I would commute from Pueblo to basically like Colorado Springs. It's kind of where Fort Carson is. I'd go in the back gate, I'd go into PT, come in civilian clothes, a hoodie or whatever if it's wintertime. I change out into my PTs and we go to PT. I'm not typically, or at least at the time, I was not prone to being a morning shitter. Some people are morning shitters. At the time, I was not. This one particular morning, I had to go, and I had to go fucking bad. Whatever I'd done the night before, and whatever coffee I drank in that morning, like it went straight through me. And like I'm sitting there just like clenched cheeks, right? Like just driving up to the fucking the company cough. I tear ass in there, dude. Go to the bathroom, sit down in the stall. By the way, this is an infantry battalion cough, so like every morning, every stall is full. Every morning, okay? It's like you're lucky to get in there, right? There was one stall open. I fucking sat my fucking happy ass down on it, and like, like those, when you're like taking a dump, and it's like a fucking poo explosion, and like it fucking echoes inside the goddamn bowl, and like so like one of those happened. It was just like this nasty Dumb and Dumber just like release of like fluids and solids, and all I hear from the stall next to me is, God damn. It's like somebody like audibly gasped. You know what I mean? Like at the sound my ass made that.
And you guys weren't even playing battleships either, right?
No.
Again, mind you, this is a fucking infantry battalion. These are all the big bad boot stomping blue Cordians, we're all grunts, right? So the fact that I was able to gross out a fucking grunt first thing in the fucking morning, dude, it's like a 37-year-old man, dude. I was so fucking proud of myself that day. I was so proud.
Jay, we actually have a question here. Well, something Devon has said, ask Jay about P90X in the barracks on Leonardwood.
Oh my God. First off, it wasn't P90X, it was fucking Insanity. And I did that shit when I was a private, when I was at Fort Leonard Wood, when I first got out of AIT. We took a PT test, and I wasn't doing enough PT. We were doing like Army PT, and I had just got in the Army. I didn't realize like Army PT wasn't going to sustain you for shit. So like we took like a diagnostic PT test, and I did not get the kind of score that I wanted. So I ended up buying like Insanity. And I ordered Insanity, and I would watch the discs, the DVDs in my fucking barracks room. I'd fucking clear out a space on my floor, and I would do fucking Insanity. I also did Insanity on my first deployment in the fucking gym. I took my laptop with me, and I'd go to the gym and do Insanity in this little fucking Alaska Dome, like makeshift gym, like little fucking Rocky IV gym that we had at fucking Fob Todd, in Badghis province, Afghanistan. Yeah, Insanity was the shit, dude. Oh, if you want to get a good fucking workout, you want to trim down, you want to slim down, homies, fucking P90X, fucking Insanity, that shit works, man. All you got to do is do it.
We did Insanity with Sergeant Carreras.
Nice.
Over in Kelly Hill. That was pretty crazy. Good morning, Jason. So how was your week, man? You want me to go first with the week in review?
You know what?
Or do you want to do it?
Let me take it this week, because I don't think I have quite as much as you. I think you've got a little bit more than me, so I'd rather hear more from you. Didn't really do too much this week. Kind of had a decent 168. My former in-laws are in town, so the girls have been hanging out with them. Improvements for next week. Both of my girls missed all their soccer practices this week because it was rainy and the fields were wet. They were supposed to have games yesterday. The fields were still saturated, so they basically haven't been able to play soccer. My oldest daughter, her team was able to have one practice on Friday at an indoor arena, so that was kind of cool. So they got to do that. But as far as arts and entertainment, didn't really do too much other than spend time with my girlfriend this week, which was very nice. And I had a really good time just being able to spend some time with her. And we watched a couple of TV shows that we've been watching, and then we ended up starting The Stand, which is a older Stephen King novel. It was one of Stephen King's kind of first epics. It was released before it, in his book writing timeline. And it was also written when he was still in his cups, as you might say. The king was still in his cups, right? Before he decided to sober up and stay alive, and grace us with his book writing, freaking, and word slinging. Long story short, I am going to give The Stand a very quick 8 out of 10. No shit. And I'll tell you what gets it an 8 out of 10 in my book. You might not like the story. You might fall off of it really quick. But because I know the material so well, because I was reading that book like literally like in my childhood, like because I was reading that book and I know the material so well, because I remember the 1990 era like TV miniseries, they have expanded it. They've included more details from the book, and I've enjoyed it a lot more so far. This is not going to be a show that's going to be for everybody. Okay, so it's going to get points deducted because as soon as some people start getting like as soon as they start getting into some of the supernatural stuff, they're going to lose people with that. It's just that the storyline itself is very kind of wishy-washy. There's some stuff that we haven't seen yet that is coming up. I think we've only made it through 2 or 3 episodes, and I don't want to give away spoilers for those that haven't read the book or seen the earlier miniseries. There's some stuff coming up that as soon as that happens, people are going to get turned off. You know what I mean? So it's one of these stories where you kind of have to watch it and see where it loses you. For me, I've always enjoyed it. I grew up a big Stephen King fan, so for me, it's an 8 out of 10. But it does come with a disclaimer. I have a feeling the general public is going to be kind of very mixed on this particular TV show. So,
okay. Well, anything Stephen Good has put out has been pretty fucking good, though.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes he. Oh shit! Did you see what Devon said about when I was fucking? That's fucking funny.
Yeah. I pinned it. It's a pinned comment.
That's fine. I just now saw that because I apologize because I was talking. Yeah, that's fucking. It did like when you sweat like a motherfucker when you do fucking insanity. So yeah. Look up. But yeah, like
what else we got?
I want to say like honestly that was kind of it. Like me and Nikki have gone out and had a couple of nice meals together. Oh, that was I got you.
You got me.
I got me. I almost forgot the best part of one of the best parts of my week, aside from spending additional time with my lady. A buddy of mine from Fort Leonard Wood, from my time as a mechanic, came into town for a business conference this week. So me and Nikki did in fact get to see and hang out with him, not once but twice actually, when he had time outside of his conference. And so that was really cool to catch up with him and see him for the first time since I left Fort Leonard Wood to go become an infantryman and change my job in the Army. So last time we had seen each other was probably 2014-ish, like August 2014, I think. It was right around the time Delilah was born, and
yeah,
I was getting ready to go reclass and go down to Fort Benning and swing my ball sack all over on her hill, right? So that's what we did,
and that was just a normal Monday morning for Jay,
pretty much. And so we went to this really kick-ass bar. It's basically like a barcade. I think I've told you about it, John, where it's like all the fucking
we have a few of them over here. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, that's so we kind of went there kind of both times and just hung out and just chilled out together and spent time, like with the homies basically.
Yeah,
so.
My wife and I have been wanting to go to one, but with with COVID and stuff like that and everything opening up now, we'll probably have a better chance to find one now.
Well, and everybody's just touching the shit out of all that stuff anyways too, right? Like if you want to get sick, dude, just go to a barcade, right?
I actually have something to say about that when we get into my week in review, because well, you went to a concert yesterday, right, Joe?
I did. I went to the Brothers Osborne show at the Hershey Theater.
It?
Yeah, it was really good. Way bigger production than I expected it to be. I have pictures I could post up on the page later today once I get there. Went with Alex and we had a great time. Some funny little things happened in between there where the lady I was sitting next to was just stone cold bitch the whole time, and like the poor guy that was with her, like he was trying so hard to get her to like smile, dance, do something, and she's just the whole time. At one point, one of the brothers asked, hey, this is all for the wild women. Let me know if you're one of the wild women out there. And all these girls, woo! And she's just sitting there. And I looked at her and said, so you're not wild? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow, what a bitch.
Where was this at?
Hershey Theater, Hershey, PA.
Oh, my gosh.
Beautiful theater, by the way. Holy shit. Never been there before in my life. And I got to tell you, that was quite an experience. I showed John a picture of it. He even was like, holy hell, that's beautiful.
It was an outdoor show?
No, it was indoor. Everyone was seated.
I apologize, Joe. Like, I got totally distracted for a second. What did you see there again?
The Brothers Osborne.
Okay. Oh, okay. I remember. Okay, I remember you mentioning that earlier. Okay. And
yeah.
What is that about? Like, what is the story about? Like, was it a play? Was it a freaking music?
No, they're country musicians.
You're into country.
No, my neck ain't red. You know, I ain't
No.
white trash. I ain't blue collar.
You went to a concert, Jay.
Concert.
You went to a concert.
Smoke another one, bro. It's okay.
I'm just gonna crack a beer.
smoke with
I'm just gonna crack a beer and shut the fuck up.
Here,
I just don't see.
Wow.
I keep forgetting you're into like country music and shit. Like I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. I quit. I'm out of here. See you guys later. I'm out.
What
I'm
do
out.
I look like to you
Nope,
people?
I'm out. Later.
So, John. What the fuck?
Fucking stupid.
I'm actually from California. Can't you tell?
I
You are from
can't.
New Jersey,
How rude of you
motherfucker.
to
Well,
assume
actually, like
my
you're
gender.
from New Jersey, but Devon says that's the bong water taking its course.
Fuck yeah, it is.
30 years later, it finally fucking hit me, and I just lost track of all space and time. Oh, you know what it was? It was fucking Rogue Energy. I just fucking chopped up a couple fucking blasts of fucking Rogue, and that's what fucked me up. Yeah, I'm totally fucking tasting colors right now.
Use code DD214 Gaming, guys. All right, so
You
I
can't fuck
mean,
Putin without
my
it.
week was pretty good. To start off, we finished Love Is Blind. Pretty cool. If you guys want to watch trash drama and a social experiment about love, go watch it. I actually pretty enjoyed it. It was a 8 out of 10 for me. Jason Gasser says there's rednecks in Cali. Don't try to hide behind that.
Oh, he's calling you out, homie.
Yeah,
Jason just called you out, dude.
So the
I
next
ain't
thing,
from Cali, bro.
these next two things, I think we both could talk about, Jay, because we watched both of them. But what do you want to start off with first? You want to talk about Halo?
Yeah.
You want to talk about Halo?
Halo.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go off and say that I don't know what anybody's opinions are of the show, but the show is just as much as a failure as the game is right now. It's 100% trash juice.
Damn. John just lobbing fucking nukes this morning.
Dude. Okay, the only thing I'm gonna give it points for, good backgrounds, but your foregrounds suck. You're way overproduced. I mean, I get you try to do like a big, vast Halo thing. You want to make it big, but you got to start small first. The Walking Dead started small. The Boys started small. You know, all these shows start small. We don't need something so vast and major right away. Give us a little bit first. You like Jerry Seinfeld always said, leave them wanting more, right? So leave us wanting more, and you're just giving it all to me. And the horrible thing, I mean, look at this. It looks like a bunch of cosplayers getting ready to go. They look like they're on the set of the fucking Mandalorian there, looking like they're about to go fight some bounties and shit.
I did like the part where it would, like, when people would get hit with the laser guns, like they just explode into like blood and guts. Like that's
Did you notice that when the jump was over extravagant? What's going on, Colin Kenny? Because when you're playing Halo, you just do like a hover, you do like a jump. You don't do this like jump, a twist and turn and like crazy. It was just so over extravagant. Like the green screen was amazing, but the CGI was fucking terrible. The storyline has nothing to do with the game at all. And dare I say it, spoiler alert, he takes off his fucking mask.
What? Why do they keep doing that? I mean, look, I love the dude that plays the Mandalorian as much as everybody else. But why? I'm gonna ask the same question here. But why? Why are we taking masks off for a character that is masked the entire? It'd be like Doom Guy taking his mask off, right? We kind of know what he looks like, but the character has evolved, and Doom Guy doesn't take his fucking mask off anymore, right?
Yeah, and it's really interesting too, because like you start this whole, look at that the cosplay suit looks exactly like the show.
Hey, they did a good job. What can I say?
Yeah, exactly, Deshaun. Lead up to it. When I played Halo, I was jumping all over the place, and Master Chief is faceless. Exactly. So the people are saying it. The people are fucking saying it, and it makes no sense to me why they would.
Colin Kenny just said like he's faceless. He's faceless for a reason. You know what I mean? Like that's like I agree with Colin on that. Like that's exactly it. Like,
oh come on.
Gee, big surprise. We're not satisfied. Shocking, because the fucking director wanted to take it in like a more artistic fucking direction or some shit.
There was nothing
Fail.
Did you see anything artistic about this show, Jay?
I mean, like I said, I like seeing people explode into fucking pieces and fucking blood and guts. I
do
like
too.
that
But
part.
now, what did you think of like the Covenant?
I didn't really. I mean, I thought about it kind of like from my own perspective. I was like, man, it would kind of suck trying to fight these giant animal things, and like my bullets aren't doing anything to them. You know what I mean? Like that would fucking suck. You know, like when guns don't work, that would be kind of, you know, it'd be a little terrifying probably to get just overrun by some shit like that. But hey,
Okay.
man, it's in the infantryman's creed, bro. If necessary, I'll fight to my death, dude. So I would just probably would have taken one of those like laser sword shank things or whatever, and gotten cut in fucking half or some shit. But whatever, it's all good.
If you want to see what Halo is supposed to look like, have you ever seen the movie District 9?
A long time ago in Afghanistan, I did.
The director of District 9, just put this up, no sound, Joe. This was a film made by the director of District 9. You could fast forward it a bit so you could show like the edginess of what Halo should have been, because this shows that you don't need a huge budget. Keep going, go like halfway. Yeah, this shows that you don't need like a huge budget to make something look good. And
Right.
Neil Blomkamp did this here. Look at this.
Right. Yeah, I got you. Oh
Are
yeah.
you already impressed?
I'm remembering this now because it's been years. I think I watched it on my second one, so that'd have been like 2016. I think when I saw District 9.
Yeah,
But I remember this now, and yeah, this is like, it was a lot cooler. Like this looks a lot better. Yes.
This is a Halo movie made by that director, and let me tell you, I watched this thing like 1,000 times when it first came out. This is what it should have been. You know, it's gritty, it's wild. We're talking about Halo here. We don't want to know about the fucking stories about other people outside of the world. We don't care about the you know it's too much. It's too fast. Production, it's overpriced. You failed. Put a quarter in your ass because you fucking played yourself, all right? That's how I feel about that. So, I mean, you know, so Halo sucks. Other than that, Halo is a 000. But for me, we also watched. Oh yeah, Colin Kennedy says I've seen this.
District 9, fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah.
Now, what's next? The Adam Project.
Yes, the Adam Project. I think I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on this. So why don't you go?
So it was a fresh take. I went in blind. I thought this was gonna. I read time travel, so I thought we were gonna see like 80s, 90s, like nostalgia type shit. But it didn't even go that far. And instead, it started in the year 2050, and it brings you back to 2022. And Ryan Reynolds goes back in time to see himself. Don't worry, guys. No spoilers in this one. This is all just synopsis stuff. But it was. First off, I just want to say something that my wife pointed out, that this is probably a direct connection or sequel to 13 Going on 30, because there was a lot of Easter eggs and like little tidbits that reminded her of 13 Going on 30, including with the main two actors in this movie, which are Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner. I love time travel. I'm a sucker for stuff like that, and there was some really cool action moments that I thought were really fun. It didn't bore me one bit, and it had a very beautiful fatherly tale about a man who has the opportunity of a lifetime, who no one in the world will have this chance, and he is the godfather of time. This movie got a 8 out of 10 for me for
Nice.
great graphics, great script, great cast. The kid was hilarious. And it was just feel good, man. It was just so feel good at the end.
I enjoyed parts of it. I'm trying to think. There were moments in the movie for me that were very, very touching and very kind of like emotionally kind of satisfying. And then it would kind of like do its own thing for a little bit, and then it would kind of swing back around to like the emotionally touchy feely whatever stuff. I enjoyed it, I guess, and this is one of those movies where like it satisfied the popcorn eater in me.
Yeah.
So I would call this a very good popcorn movie.
Yes.
Not gonna win any awards. You know what I mean? Like some of the jokes fall flat like a hockey puck. You know what I mean?
Like the Rock joke that he made.
Right, but so like it's Ryan Reynolds basically being Ryan Reynolds with a kid playing Ryan Reynolds. You know, talking
who does a great job as Ryan Reynolds.
as far as like catching that like snark that Ryan Reynolds has with his humor basically and his sarcasm, that kid captures that snark, very, very well. And then basically like the touchy-feely moments were kind of cool, I guess. And you kind of, you get a little lump in your throat for a second, and then it goes off on some other shit. I'm going to give this movie I'm going to say 6.5, maybe 7.
That's fair.
It would be like a hard 6.5, maybe a light 7.
What's the average of?
That'd be like 6.75. Like 6 and 3/4.
DD214 review 6.75, and your mic is muted. Joe.
Nope, still muted.
Hey, it's been muted this whole time. Great. I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, we didn't notice either, so it's all good.
Yeah. So other than that, for my week, it is my son's birthday today. We had a fantastic. We went to the trampoline park yesterday.
Nice.
And holy shit! I think I was having more fun than all the kids, than the 900 kids that were in there. I was bobbing and weaving and shit. But to stay on the game related stuff, there was this huge VR section that my son and I were very interested in. So we played these 2 games. I don't remember what the second one was, but the first one was called Zombite. And let me tell you, my wife and I are actively going the VR route. We're going to be getting the Oculus Quest 2. We're going to be getting it hopefully soon. I mean, we're talking about it actively, and there's just something about it that's just so cool to be. First, I thought I was going to get motion sickness because what we were playing was called Zombite. If you could, I'll type it in for you, Mr. Producer, man. Oh, there it is. That's the one. Yeah, see if you could, see if they got, yeah, play that video. So you're inside of like this room, right? Mm-hmm. And I wish, damn, I wish I had the video on me right now to show you because it's on my phone. And it's a giant like rig, and the headsets come down from the top, and you get the controller. But when you're inside the headset, you see a big ass rifle. And dude, like you're going in, and like it's amazing.
I like where this is going.
So it's a big ass rifle on your side inside, and the first thing you see, everything's red, and you starting to freak out, and then you turn around, and there's the fucking zombies.
Nice.
And I hear my son, and he's like, "Daddy!" And he's shooting the guys behind me. I'm shooting the guys behind him. I'm gonna post that video in our group later so you guys could see it. It was one of the most hilarious moments, and obviously you just have the controller, but you're trying to hold the one controller like a rifle in the game, and like you have like a piece on the controller where like you kind of get comfortable and you can hold it to kind of make your weight and stuff. But you're utilizing your military tactics in this, and like you're talking to each other with the headset. It's amazing. And to say my son was freaking out. There was even a point where he was like holding his pants, I guess like he was trying not to pee, because it was just so crazy. And he was like, "Get away from my daddy!" Ba 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 ba. It was fun. The second game actually was much cooler. It was a little more Fortnite-ish.
Okay.
But it was like you had these walls, and like remind you, there's no real walls there.
Right.
So you're trying to get comfortable. And there was a point where actually there was a wall, and I swung at it, and there was nothing there, and I was just like, oh, and I almost fell. Yeah. And my wife even called a moment of me turning around and going, ah. She caught that moment, which was great. So,
that's cool.
Sounds
like you had a lot of fun.
It was, dude. So yeah, we're going the VR route. I looked at a lot of VR games yesterday, and I saw this one VR game. It's a military game. It's where you're in like Afghanistan or something. So I'm gonna check that one out, and a bunch of Steam games like Half-Life and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going the VR route, baby. Let's go. And I think that's all I have for the week in review. So if you want to cut,
one last thing. We're gonna have to say. I want to make sure I get his name right here real quick. Let me look it up. Give me like 5 seconds. Freaking the drummer from the Foo Fighters, man.
Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins, man.
Yeah.
Dude, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins, man. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the memories. All right, like. Go easy in the stars, man, and we will see you. We will see you when we rejoin you there someday, my friend. Like, thank you for everything. We had some guests over at our house last night, and we were just kind of like when we have guests, sometimes we'll go to our kind of little rec room down here, and we'll just put on like YouTube and just have some music on in the background. But last night we watched Taylor Hawkins singing "Somebody to Love," and it was from like a few days ago, literally from a few days ago, the performance that they did, and basically he was singing "Somebody to Love" by Queen, and it was really neat to watch him perform that basically while Dave Grohl was on the drums, you know. So rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like that. I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't. Well, I've never listened to the Foo Fighters before.
Okay,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful or nothing like
you're
that.
Fine. Check it out. So you're very familiar with Nirvana and Kurt Cobain.
No, of course. I know who they are. I just
right. So when Kurt Cobain passed away.
Of course.
And then Dave Grohl started the Foo Fighters.
Over, yep.
The lead singer, but Taylor Hawkins was the drummer. Like,
okay,
and he's been the drummer the whole time. Like,
no,
pretty much
hasn't. For the first 3 years of the Foo Fighters, he was not.
And he came back recently, right? Is that correct?
No, he came back. He was there since like 2000.
That's what I'm saying.
Interesting. Yeah, again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not a Foo Fighters fan. I know who they are. I
just had to give a shout out.
Oh, of course.
He was a really good. He was a really good dude. You can tell he's one of those. He was a rock and roller, but he didn't forget where the fuck he came from. Obviously,
that's
you know
cool.
what I mean.
And I respect that. And like I said, I respect the Foo Fighters because I've seen some really cool, wholesome videos of them pulling up their fans on the stage.
They do. They do.
You know, so I think that's pretty cool. You know, no disrespect to them or nothing like that. I just don't know who he is. I just, from everyone's reading. But yeah, rest in peace, man. I mean, it's always, when you lose an artist, you lose a piece of the earth. You
right.
know, not because there is something about an artist's mind that is just, and there are like millions of different types of art ways that you can do, but there's just something about an artist's mind that it's always like you lose a piece of some type of knowledge that you're never going to have ever again.
Every person contributes their share, man. And I'll tell
Absolutely.
you what, when we lose our artists, man, like we lose a significant amount of artistic temperament and talent. So it sucks, man, but we will see them again. We will see them again.
His autograph's going to be worth a few more bucks now.
And when we come back,
just saying,
when we come back, we are going to play 8-Bit Heardle. I'll explain the game to you when we come back, right after this.
Wait, what's the website commercial?
The blue and white one, under breaking news.
You're fucking fired.
Yes, that's it. Is there a fucking problem?
That's it.
That's it.
That was it.
It's a fucking
no.
promotion.
No fucking way. Hey,
what did you just think I was just trying to show off my artistic prowess by showing off the logo?
I was like, what the fuck is this? It's just a bunch of dots on the screen, and then I saw like, oh, there's the website in the fucking like first 5 seconds. I never knew what the hell that was.
You know what? I'll tell you what. This is a good opportunity to kind of plug it though, because we haven't really had a lot of chances to do that last couple of weeks. So if you guys are interested and you want to come to our webpage and come say hi, come leave us a review, come tell us how much we fucking suck, so that we can make fun of you on our next show.
Absolutely.
Okay. Our skin here is very, very thick. Okay, so if you like us, go ahead and tell us. If you hate us, also go ahaid and tell us. Don't be scared. Jesus hates a pussy.
It's okay to hurt our feelings. Just.
I mean, good luck. I mean, like you can try, but yeah. But I also wanted to say, if you do want to be a guest, we would be happy to have you guys as guests. Sign the form, and we'll see it on the website. Sign the forms, like some of our veteran buddies. If you do something really cool and you just want to fucking talk about it with us for an hour and a half, by all means, fucking sign up. I do need to make a very slight disclaimer, though, right?
If you don't want to be a guest, you can also leave a voicemail and tell us what you want to talk about.
Absolutely. There's a phone number included in there that you can call and leave a voicemail. There is a slight disclaimer. If you want to be a guest on our show, we have to make it abundantly clear to you. Let's say you're a streamer, you know, and you just kind of want to put yourself out there. We are happy to plug your shit. We are happy to assist you. Please understand that this show is fucking not for children. It is X-rated. All right. This is like NC-17 shit. All right. So if you do a stream and it's for like kids only and you expect all the kids to come in here and watch your podcast, like I do not recommend that shit, bro. Like, don't do it. Like we are a very adult oriented stream. We talk about stuff that is just ain't right, man. It just ain't right on this show. So yeah, don't come on here thinking that we're not going to be talking about gross ass dirty shit sometimes. So we don't always talk about that stuff, but we do trend where at least once an episode we end up saying some shit that's like pretty fucking X-rated. So please bear that in mind if you would like to be a guest on our show. Thank you, and we love you.
Yes, we do. And now we are going to play a game that I'm very excited about. All of you, of course, all of you guys know of the game Wordle. You know, are you familiar with the Jay?
What game is this?
Wordle.
Nope, sure the fuck ain't.
So Wordle is like some kind of crossword puzzle game. I don't play. I've never played it. But there's another game that's out there that I've been influenced by from someone from SiriusXM named John Hill. I don't know if John Hill created it. I don't know who the fuck created it. All I know is I'm being influenced by it, and we're going to play it today, except we're putting our own twist to it. We're calling it 8-Bit Heardle.
8-Bit Heardle. Okay.
I'm going to play. I have 7 songs here for you that you have to guess which ones they are. Okay. I chose musical artists that I think that you're going to be familiar with, some that I actually asked you, so hopefully you'll get. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a couple seconds of a song.
Okay.
And then, you know, whatever. So when the song is playing, don't talk. Okay?
Got you.
So we're going to start off with this one first. What you got?
Was that it?
That's the start of it.
It's ringing bells, but I think I'd have to hear a little bit more than that.
All right, I'm going to stop at 7 seconds, all right?
Okay.
All right, let me expand my window here.
I mean, I'm getting the same shit. So, I mean, how much do you have of the song? Do you have like?
I have the whole fucking
thing.
song.
The whole point is that you gotta see
go somewhere like go somewhere in like the middle, maybe.
Oh, you want me to go in the middle, or you just want me to play it?
That might take up too much time. Like, try a different part of the song. That's like an intro. Like,
right. We're going to 155. Deshaun says that's like a Pokemon battle.
I love that.
No, I got nothing.
All right, we're gonna have to do like 3 guesses here. Well,
0. I have none. I have 0 guesses right now.
Think of a band that might sound something like.
I can think of like 500 bands like with that intro and that. None, because I'm telling you, like there is no guess. I have no fucking guess for that. Like I heard 7 seconds of the intro and like 14 seconds of the very middle of the song, and I can name about 50 fucking metal songs that probably have the exact same shit at the beginning and the middle. So I have no fucking guess for that.
That's why this game is so fun. That's why this game is so fun.
Hey, I'm having a great time.
Do you want one more try? Do you want one more try?
Okay, tell you what. One more try. Start it at the beginning, and I'll tell you when to stop if like something comes up or if it just ain't happening. Okay, how about that?
We're starting right from the beginning.
One more try. One more fucking try. Nah,
Nothing.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
You're not gonna get,
nothing.
I know what it is, just because
What is
I
it?
already know what it is.
What
It's
is
Ride
it,
the
Joe?
Lightning by Metallica.
I fucking hate Metallica, dude. Fuck Metallica, dude. I don't listen to them.
Oh, good. That's the only one you got. All right, so we're gonna change.
Thank God. Fuck Metallica, dude.
We're gonna change it up a bit with
Hey,
this.
how come you didn't just call them Licka, dude? Because they took the fucking metal out like fucking 30 years ago, dude. Like, why would you guys do that to me? You guys know I hate fucking Metallica. Like, I don't sit here and fucking like jerk off to Metallica like the rest of the country for fucking some reason.
Hey,
So bad.
listen.
Like,
These are just random songs. All right, are you ready for the next one?
yeah, as long as it's not Metallica.
No, you have no more Metallica. Don't worry.
Thank fucking God.
What you got?
I don't even know what that is.
I am
Zero
so
again.
shocked. All right, well the
Zero
chorus is
fucking
coming.
again.
We'll play the chorus.
Please. That might be what we'll start with. I got shit. I ain't got shit.
Are you serious?
I got nothing, dude.
That one is Juggalo Island by ICP.
Oh, I hear it now.
I haven't listened to ICP in 20 years.
Listen, if you don't get this next one, I'm going to quit this job.
Bro, I listened the last time I listened to or bought an ICP album was the fucking 6 Jokers card, bro. Like that was like in 2000 like 2 or 3.
Oh man, we're 0 for 2
or 2001
here,
or some shit. Like
we are 0
man.
for 2. All right, you ready?
Been a while.
Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Let's do it.
You better get this
0
one.
for fucking 2 so far, like super 0 for 2.
Well, maybe this will change.
I got that one. I know what that is.
What is it?
That's Ghost Dance Macabre.
There we go.
Wow.
He's 1 for 2.
Ding 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 ding.
All right, maybe
Those
this one.
sounds.
Maybe this next one will be easy.
That's what I'll do from now on, Jay. I'll just come in and be like ding 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 ding.
That's Queen. No,
That's
All right.
And another one goes, and another one goes,
Maybe
another
this-
one. That's a dust. Thank you. I'm here all week.
Let's see if you get this next one. I think he knows it.
I do. I'm trying to isolate the song. It's fucking White Zombie.
No. Oh, I love White Zombie too.
Is it? Was it rock? It's
No, not even close.
I was gonna say Pantera for some reason.
Oh, it is Pantera. I'm sorry. It's Pantera fucking Mouth for War.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry. That's Pantera Mouth for War.
Yes,
Sorry.
it is.
I was conflating that with I was thinking for some reason I had fucking White Zombie and Thunder Kiss in my head, but it wasn't Thunder Kiss. That was fucking Pantera.
You know what? That did kind of sound like Thunder Kiss, though.
It almost I know that was all me. I totally my brain's wires got crossed on
I
that one.
liked
That
White
was totally
Zombie back
fucking
in the day.
Pantera.
I actually saw White Zombie once.
Oh wow.
You
Yeah.
fucking lucky bastard, because I never fucking got to it. I rue the day that I fucking missed seeing White Zombie, dude. I rue the day.
Yeah. All right, so we have 3 more. Let's do this one.
That's fucking cool. That's Tool.
What is it?
Is it Loud House?
No.
Skin.
Nope. Wait till it kicks in.
Gravel.
Yes.
It's off the Loud House. Parabola.
Yep, it's Parabola.
So
And
all three of the songs I named were off that album. So that's fucking.
they are. That's great. And
I
now
knew that was cool. Like fucking 2 seconds into that shit.
Now the last one, I'm going to start in the middle of the song
Oh God.
because I feel like the beginning will be too easy for you.
Okay.
Give me a second.
I know what this is already. I bet.
All right.
Lights.
There we go. And
Yes.
you have won the game.
Ding, 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 ding. He did get more right than wrong. This is correct.
What do I get? Another beer?
Yes. You get a Liquid Death ass water.
Yeah. I can like
water.
You can give me a fucking enema with fucking Liquid Death. Like, that's what they fucking. I'm like, that's the prize. I played that game and I get the prize is an enema with Liquid Death. Is it cold or hot? Can I request a temperature? Like,
I want it cold.
It's like the fucking shittiest game show ever. It's like fucking your prize is a fucking enema. You know what I mean? Like, at least your asshole will be clean.
Yeah, they'd be all about it in Japan somewhere. They bleach your asshole live on TV or something.
I do that thing where you like swing your ass in the air and your legs over your head. You know, like put like a fucking
shit.
They put like a fucking funnel. They put like a funnel in my ass. You know what I mean? And just pour Liquid Death into it.
Just look at that again, okay, folks.
Yeah,
That's why that's there.
It's exactly why this show is not for kids, right there. Because like that filter thing that most people have between their brain and their mouth, like it doesn't exist on this show, so we don't even try. Like,
right?
Yeah, I mean, and while we're talking about, I mean, you had, because we're going to talk about your streams real quick, because you actually have a stream where you were talking about like what, Red Dragon stuff or like bearded dragons and
Bad
like lube and stuff like that.
Baddragon.com. If you want to go look at some really weird dildos, go to baddragon.com.
Yeah, why were you guys talking about that on your
who
stream?
brought that up? I want to say another streamer came in and we were bullshitting and got on the subject of some really weird shit. I think cum lube was what it started with, and that's a lube that you can get at that website. And then we all kind of were like, well, what is it? And went and flocked to it. And we're like, holy shit, these are all like really weird dildos, like tentacle dildos and shit.
Yeah, and they fucking, they'll fucking like, and they'll grease.
I want to pull up pictures. I want to pull the site up, but like, no, we won't do that.
I don't think we're allowed to do that. I don't think we're allowed to.
I wouldn't allow that. I wouldn't allow that.
Oh, it's so weird.
Hey, so there's this fucking movie from like the late 80s, early 90s with Christian Slater, and he like makes a pirate radio station. Like, do you guys just want to go pirate? Like, maybe we should just go pirate. You know what I mean? And just do it our own like thing. You know what I mean? Like
that from here.
All I'm saying is like when people get taken down for shit like fucking playing music and dumb shit like that, and they get strikes and all this other bullshit. Like, why are we playing by everybody else's fucking rules? Maybe we should just turn this into a fucking pirate show, dude. You know
I would love to do that. And actually, what's funny too, like, I mean, we've had the conversation of wanting to go like Spotify exclusive. I mean, we have like, now look, I know we're going public with this right now, okay, but maybe it's okay to know what's going on because, like, hey, I personally think it's a good idea. Plus, we could play music. We could play music like it's a fucking radio station.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
The only problem is that we can't be live anymore.
That's right.
That would be the biggest change.
Right.
On the show is that we would not be able to go live because of DMCA's and shit like that.
That's our biggest fucking hurdle right there.
I mean, unless we just did those podcast episodes and just added them on, where you have to listen to that specific, you have to go on Spotify to listen to those episodes. But if you want to catch a live episode on Sundays, here you are,
That's also not a bad idea.
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, there's five of you in here. I want to know what you guys think about this
because,
we want to expand the horizons and we want to make sure that we're bringing more content. Like, and while we're speaking of content, like Joe, your content has been growing, your streams have been growing, and I'm gonna go off the cuff and say we'll call you the streamer of the week.
Wait, I've prepared for this. Hold on, it's here somewhere. Boom.
Vague son of a bitch.
Come check me out, bros.
Yeah, so like, so what? So you're still okay. So you're still new. Where are you at now?
We had hit 80 followers,
Nice.
and I lost one. One of them left.
Oh no!
It's okay though, because that
Whatever will
happens.
you do?
People
Can we talk about it? 'Cause I think
exactly.
I know who it was.
We could talk about that if you'd like. I don't mind. I'm an
Oh,
open book today.
I'm just hearing like all I'm hearing is like drama fucking coming, and I'm like, I want to fucking hear this shit. Like,
Can
I
I-
want to
So-
fucking hear this shit.
So
Where
you
do I
go ahead
begin?
and then I'll go in and I'll.
Sure. So basically, what had happened was I had started streaming because my Chevy Blazer took a shit. And I wound up fucking meeting this guy named Mr. Herbert. It's Mr. Herbert. And I'm like, oh, cool. You know,
Hey.
no big deal.
Hey,
And
Chris. Hey, Chris,
yeah.
come on over, Chris.
Come on over. Got some popsicles in the freezer. You know, that guy. So I'm like, oh, shit. And he said, hey, I'm the backup voice for Mr. Herbert on Family Guy. You know, I want to just pop in and say, hey, I caught your stream. And I was like, oh, shit. And then he got me in his Discord. And then, like, we started playing this truck sim game I play together, doing convoys and shit. And, like, everything was fine for a minute. And then, like, every now and then he'd cop attitude. And then, like, one day,
What do you mean?
like, he would be
what kind of define
so, like,
attitude.
I was in his channel, and I hadn't been there all day, and it had been like the day after I was doing something, working or something. So I came in to be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? How's?" He's like, "Where the hell you been?" I'm like, "Working. What the fuck you mean? Where the hell I've been?" And shit like that. And then something happened where he kicked me out, and it wasn't like me being rude. He made me look like an asshole in front of all his friends, and then was like, "Well, you can just leave then." I'm like, "Okay." And then he just fucking kicked me out of the Discord channel, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I sat there for a minute, like, whatever. And then he came in, he's like, "Hey, just so you know, that was just for comedy value." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, bro, not a problem." And then, like, a little bit later on, I was streaming, and he had come in, and he's like, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know that, like, if you bring all your people from your Discord into my Discord, like, we can get rewarded with all these things and like do all this cool stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, but why would I do that?" And he's like, "Well, I'd give you your own channel." And I'm like, "But I have my own Discord. Like, I don't need to do that. People are flocking to my shit. No problem. I'll shoot them your way too." And then he copped attitude. He was like, "Yeah, whatever, dude. What if that's how it is, that's how it is." Because, like, he didn't hear my response. I told him live over a stream instead of in a chat privately. So he copped attitude about it, and I wasn't rude or anything, but he didn't like it. And I finally, it took me a few days to be like, you know what, fuck it. But here's the real kicker, and I can't wait for John to get back because he's gonna verify the fuck out of this. We've both looked for this guy on the internet to verify if he is the actual backup voice of Mr. Herbert, and we have found no evidence of this whatsoever to substantiate these claims.
Ooh.
He could do the voice really well, don't get me wrong, and perhaps that's how he's getting away with.
Why would you do that on the back of like some shit that you didn't do though? Like, I don't get that.
And
Like,
if you can ask him questions. Do you know Seth MacFarlane? Oh yeah, nice guy, this and that, and tell you a little something, and it's like, oh, okay.
I can make shit up off the top of my head too. Oh yeah, I totally guarded the president of Afghanistan when I was there, fucking three different times, and they requested me personally by name. Right. Blah blah blah. Like, no, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Here he comes. You know? Tell me, did you ever find Herbert anywhere on the internet?
On IMDb? Nope.
Anywhere. Because we've looked.
I'm calling it out now. He's a fraud. I have not been able to find no IMDb, no acting credits, nothing. Okay.
So after he gets this attitude, I kicked him out and banned him and blocked him off of my shit, and he wound up like messaging me, calling me a coward and shit. And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna even respond to that because you're just rude. Like, I get it. I wanted to like the guy. He's a little redneck like me at times, but it's just too much. So you have to understand, Jay.
I thought you weren't a redneck.
I am a redneck. What the fuck, man? I've always been a redneck to some extent. I'm just not. I don't know. I got a John Deere tractor in the garage, and I had drag race cars, and I've had fucking. Why? I live out in the fucking. I live like there's a farm right in my backyard, basically.
Okay, that's dope. That's okay.
I mean,
I've
done redneck shit in my life. I've shot guns for no reason on farms at things that don't need to be shot at. Like, what?
Nobody said there was anything wrong. Whoa.
We've had bonfires with tractor tires before, bro. What are you talking about?
But I want to talk about this because, like, when you meet you give off that vibe. But I would have never had thought that maybe, oh, you're a heavy gamer, or you're really heavy into computers, or that you're into
men.
that too.
I was
That
waiting for
too.
it.
But like there's other things like some of the show. Well, actually, no. I guess everything kind of fits. I don't know
But
what the fuck I'm saying. Because like
I'm only meeting.
when you go to his house, right? When you go to his house, it's super clean. There's nothing on the floor except the rug, maybe a couch or two, you know. And it's just like when you walk in, you would think maybe he's got a bunch of American flags and stuff like that, but no, when you walk in, I feel like I'm walking into a Marshall's Home Goods display.
what is that? What's Marshall's Home Goods? What is that?
You guys don't have that out there, Marshalls? It's like
I'm not. We probably do. I mean, look who you're talking
What
to.
about like an at home?
If we-
oh
if
yeah,
we-
you look like a guy that still shops at Kmart anyway. So.
Fucking thank you, dude. Like, I appreciate that. Like, blue light special over here, bitch, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck a Marshall's
Well,
Do they
is.
still have Kmart's out your way?
Actually,
They
we
used
just
to.
went. We just went to the last Kmart in New Jersey yesterday,
No
which
shit.
was right next to the trampoline park. And let me tell you, everything is still expensive as shit for some.
Let me tell you guys something. All right, just because I'm trash doesn't mean I can't do great things. It's
I
called
didn't say
garbage
you were
can.
trash.
It's called garbage can, not garbage cannot. Okay.
I got a redneck. I am white trash, and motherfucker, my collar is blue.
Okay. So I and that's the part that like I just. So what? So but the inside of your house looks like fucking like Martha Stewart's fucking like kitchen basically. Is that what I'm understanding,
Yeah.
John?
I've come from humble fucking foreground, so yes, my house looks a little nice because I wanted to have nice things, and plus my
Why do
partner
you have
decorated it
your
a little better than I
guitar?
ever could.
There's
Why
nothing
do
wrong
you
with that.
why do you disrespectfully have your guitar just laying there in the back?
Why do you have a guitar just laying there in the back, Joe?
Why don't you have it up on the wall?
We can see it
Because
behind you.
I don't have anything to.
I can see it behind you.
I don't have a
You are
hanger
so
yet.
You are so disrespectful.
It's somewhere soft. It's fine.
I can see it behind you. It's
Okay.
just laying there like dead as fuck.
What do you want me to do, Jay?
Yeah.
You got-
Play it. You should play it. That's what you. It
I'm not
shouldn't be
playing
laying
this
on a
thing.
bed.
It has
Like-
been so long since I've picked that thing up and done anything with it. No, not right now. You're crazy.
We'll
Pawn shop,
do
bro.
it on an
Pawn shop
after.
before.
We'll do it on an
a
after dark
pre-record,
this week,
and I'll
okay?
have like a nice
we'll do it
little
on an
set
after
for
dark
you.
this week. How about
Give
that?
up the dream, Joe. It ain't gonna
I'd have
happen.
to practice.
Just take it to the pawn shop, bro.
Rude,
Give up
bro.
the dream, bro. Like,
Bro, give up the glasses. How about that?
oh, boo.
Show us the
Oh,
eyes,
boo.
man. Let's see the man behind the glasses for once.
You have. I've taken them off on this episode.
He's taking them. He only takes his glasses off for two things, folks: sleeping and fucking.
Oh, you said I take them off when I fuck
Oh, zing! But
or sleep. I mean,
I'm telling you,
I love it. I love it. Joe, how'd you get into the Army? I want to hear about that.
that's a funny story. I tried quitting smoking weed, so I went into the Army. I figured that was a good way to get rid of that and better my life. And
How old were you? How old were you?
22. I was 22 when I entered basic. When I went to MEPS and everything. Well, I was 21 when I went to MEPS, so 22 when I left because I had a delayed entry program. So I left in August of 2010, and I did my 4 years at Fort. Well, I did basic at Relax and Jackson.
Was it relaxed, or were the drill sergeants making up for it and like overcompensating because it's called Relaxed in Jackson?
The kid behind me pissed himself in the shark attack. Like, I don't think it was that relaxed. It was kind of funny. I laughed about it. And they were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Dude, the experience of the shark attack, like, you never forget that, really. Like, the feelings that you had. It was just like surreal almost to me because I was like, they're just yelling at everybody. Like, they're just so angry all the time. And I'm just sitting there like, I just want to do the right thing. Like, what do I got to do to make them stop yelling at me? That was the only thing I could think of.
Nothing.
I blended in. I blended in really well for a while in basic, and then they noticed me and they're like, "What the fuck, man?" Because I had hurt myself on one of the exercises, and that was when they caught me. And then I had to reclass because I went in to be EOD.
Oh,
I
no
had
shit.
signed up initially to be EOD, and then
89
they were
Delta?
89 Delta. I was gonna go to in Arizona, Redstone.
That's not
Arizona. That's I meant. Is it Alabama?
Alabama's Redstone.
Redstone is Alabama. I'm thinking of Huachuca was in Arizona. I don't know why I get those two mixed up sometimes, but they were going to send me to Redstone Arsenal and do training there. And then they saw that I had smoked weed in my past, and I lied to a state trooper about it on a background check. And he did not like that and said I did not have good moral character. So I said, okay.
Really?
fine. And then they were like, well, you can reclass to be a 91 Charlie. And I was like, sure. What's that? And they're like, HVAC. Okay. Best fucking thing I ever did, because honestly, the chillest school. Went to Fort Lee after that, and
I
pretty
did
much
too, actually. I went to Jackson and Fort Lee.
I was like second out of my class, which was great. And then when I went there to Fort Benning, it was pretty chill because we were on Rear D. My unit was on Rear D at 598th maintenance. Met some really cool people there. Got the shit smoked out of me by Sergeant Wagner in like my first couple of weeks because I fucking pissed him off and another soldier off because he pissed me off. And then, yeah, man, my career was great except for Kelly Hill. I fucking hated Kelly Hill in the worst possible way. But if I hadn't gone there, I'd have never met John. You know?
Right.
So like the little things you get from it are I have so many great friends and memories.
And
of
Deshaun
being
too,
such
because
a shit. And Deshaun, yeah.
Deshaun was with us. Deshaun was with us. So was his wife. His wife was with us too.
Deshaun and I have a closer bond with the deployment, and I hate to say it that way to you, John, because like
No.
like
I mean, listen, there's no bond that, you can't take away like a kind of memory that you have. Like Jay has memories with specific people that he went with Afghanistan to that no one else will have. And the same thing with you in Kuwait. See, that's where I differ from you guys. I never went overseas or anything like that. I never deployed. So when I hear your stories, like
we're not. Right, but we want to make it very clear we're not fucking gatekeeping here. Like
no,
we ain't
of
fucking
course
doing
not.
any of that. We ain't doing any of that shit here.
Well,
so,
and if you think about it too, see, like it's interesting because I never deployed. Joe, you went to a non-combat zone, correct?
Yeah, we went to Camp Buring.
And Jay, you were in a fully active war zone.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. The thing they don't tell you about specifically the Army branch of U.S. military services. Army's fucking huge on gatekeeping, and you deal with it like your whole fucking career. Doesn't matter what the fuck you do. Doesn't matter how fucking awesome it is. Basically, until you either fucking like are awarded the Medal of Honor or fucking die in combat, the Army's like, what did you do for me fucking today? And because there's always somebody better. Like I was like just this week, one of my personal heroes, still active duty. He is currently a sergeant first class. I was looking at some pictures that he posted on Facebook, and the fucking combat stripes on this dude's right sleeve, dude. I had to like blow up the picture and like count them because like this dude's one of my personal heroes, and like I actually got to serve with him on my last deployment, and he was present in the same. We were not in the same company, but he was present in the same area on my second deployment. So like I've known this guy for a while. One of my personal heroes, no shit. The dude's got 8 fucking combat stripes. 8. That denotes fucking four of his fucking years of his life. 4 years of his life. He's been in Afghanistan or Iraq. Right? And so like I left the Army with 5. And that's supposed to be a lot, right? In the Army, there's always going to be somebody with more and somebody better, right? And so that's like they hold that shit over your head. Like, you're in the infantry? Have you been to Ranger school yet?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to Rangers? Oh, you've been to Ranger school? Are you in Ranger Regiment?
Did you go to Sapper?
Did you go? Yeah, like it's so here, especially here on the show. Like, I want to make sure everybody's of the understanding. Like, if you served, you served, and we don't give a fuck about any of the rest of it. Like, that's pretty much like So,
I have a question for you. So you produce the podcast, and you do the streaming. So are there things that you can compare the two together that can help you do either or, like vice versa? Are there things that you have learned from both ends or one end that you brought to the other that have been able to help you utilize, a better streaming experience, not just for you, but for your audience?
Yeah, absolutely. The one main thing I've taken from just watching you guys each and every week while I'm behind the scenes doing this is the interaction with the chat. Making sure that you shout people out when they say something in the chat that's noteworthy and whatnot, or in reaction to what you're saying. Definitely just the candor alone with talking back and forth to somebody who may be in the same, I guess, chat room or channel as you're in, maybe your own team that you're playing with in Fortnite or so you can keep things interesting while there's some lully type periods. If you're riding the circle or something and it's quiet and you're just like, oh, nothing's happening. So, what's better to, what do you like more, man? Crispy bacon or floppy bacon? Just stupid questions that you could think of to ask people and shit. So stuff like that. But as far as technology and stuff, it's not so different as long as you're using the same platform. Like we use separate platforms. But on the Saturdays that I was streaming for DD214, then I would use Restream here, and it was kind of simple that way. Each one has their better aspects and whatnot, their pros and cons, if you will. But I like to use Streamlabs OBS slobs. It's fitting and proper to me, and I'm really easy to use and for me, and it's gotten me where I am basically, as opposed to XSplit or OBS alone. And you, man, like I've gotten a lot of shit from you, so
Yeah, a lot of the tools. A lot of the stuff we kind of learned together.
Right.
Previously,
We grew together with all of these podcasts that we had done together because we had BRVG, we had the late brunch, and then we've just migrated together here. You brought me back into this world, and I kind of can't thank you enough, to be honest, because I love it.
No, don't do
It's
that
fun.
here. We don't do
But
that around here.
if it weren't for you, like I wouldn't have been pushed to stream so much after the Blazer broke down and shit. And like Bright Shot, I got to give her some credit. She was really one to bring me back into this world. And a lot of the people that we even just play video games with were like, yeah, you should just do it. So I started, and
some of the
out
guys
of
we're playing with
nowhere,
now are fucking great too. I mean, like Colin and Dylan.
I love them. They
Bear.
fit in so well with our with us. You and me, we've gamed together for a while.
I wish Jay was like more in the PC, because like he would, like Jay would be like, because Jay is that like raunchiness that we're missing.
Yeah.
Because
Surprise.
because we're all like pretty, we're all pretty tame and stuff like that, but like we, not any of us are like angry enough, or like, because we always see like, the dick riding side of everything. We get so hyped up with these things and we get excited, but we don't get to but we don't realize the other side of how shitty some of these things are, which is why Jay here is on the show, and why, probably he's like that Jiminy Cricket to a lot of other people, because he sees that other side of shit that a lot of people don't. I mean, look, he hated the Batman. He fucking hated it.
I despise that movie. I actually, now two-time guest on the show. I had a long conversation with Chris yesterday, Chris Bodette, that's been on our show a couple times. I had a long conversation with him because we haven't talked in a while yesterday, and we had a long talk about the Batman because of how much I didn't like it. And I even told him, I was like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I got nothing for you. Like, there were elements of the movie that I thought were really, really good, but it really lost me. It lost us. Like, Nikki didn't like it. Like, I'm telling you, like, if we, and I told him yesterday, I said, if we were streaming that movie in our basement right now, we would have fucking turned it off. Like, we literally would have stopped the movie. And I cannot stress that enough. Like,
so sad.
I know the entire world thinks that movie is the greatest fucking thing since sliced bread right now. I call bullshit. Like, it sucked. And I stand by that.
And I respect it. And I respect it. And I think another question before we get into our news. What's next? You got your Discord server, you have your stream going, you're an affiliate now. You are a Twitch affiliate. Congratulations.
2.5 months ish.
So what's next? What do you do? Are you gonna start, well, we know merch is coming eventually.
Is it gonna be furry related?
It might.
I mean, you have a whole demographic to work with, right?
I'm literally Wolfie, so like it's gonna look probably furry related. And if that community wants to come and hang out, man, they're more than welcome.
You should just rebrand yourself as Wolfie.
Is that not a target demographic?
Wolfbane sounds so cool though.
I like
you
Wolfbane.
Tell me.
What's that, Jay?
Target demographic. Is that not a target demographic? You tell me.
I mean, it's a niche. It's a niche demographic. It's not a target niche, yeah, whatever you want to call it. But like, that's not a very big market. My whole thing is, if you're gonna come watch me play a video game and see that I'm having fun, then I hope that means that you're having fun watching me be entertained and entertaining myself as well as you, right? No different than what you guys are kind of doing here for the most part. And that's where the similarities really lie here. And what I'm trying to get to is, like, as far as moving forward, man, I just want to just want to succeed as a streamer. At some point, I can monetize now. I'm sorry, there's so many ads. I don't understand how to fix that yet, but I'll get to it. And
I don't think you could. I think
I
that
don't really think you can mess with that. Yeah. So like I'll
that's
try
really
when
what makes you the money too.
that's the other thing. So like it's a hobby right now basically. This is still a hobby and I can't go full time with it. It's 2 days a week, 4 to 6 hours a day depending on how I'm feeling, what the stream's looking like, what people are coming in and out and yada yada. You don't want your numbers to go down too far. You don't want to like ruin yourself and have to make more work for yourself. But what I want to do is eventually turn this into a full-time gig. Yeah, that's the idea. So you turn a hobby into that. You love what you do. You never work in a day in your life.
That's right. That's right. I just want to remind you, Joe, that the United States is the third most populous country in the world. So even if you think you don't have a target demographic, I guarantee there's more of them out there than you think. Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like if
hey,
be furry friendly. I mean,
we're furry friendly. We're everything friendly, man. Like the only thing I don't want, and the only thing I can honestly say is like if you're young, you're a young gamer, you're under 18, I can't let you in the Discord. We talk about things just like we do here that are a little too rated X or R, I feel some kind of way about getting you in trouble for that or getting myself sued. So
I think there needs to be less of a press on being available to everyone. Mm-hmm. I don't want to do content for kids. Like I'm not interested in it.
We're not kids.
I'm not a kid, and I'm not. That's not my. I didn't do elementary education in college. You know what I mean? Like that's just not my. That's not my shtick or style.
Jay likes murder and snuff porn. Like that's.
I mean,
and we talk about weird shit like that. I mean, they were talking about boobs all day yesterday. It was crazy.
That's what I'm saying, and people need to understand that. Like, and especially parents out there. Like, if you are allowing your child onto basically what amounts to the internet through a gaming console, talking to strangers over the internet, you need to be very cognizant of like where they're going and what they're talking about. So I want to encourage everybody to like make sure you know what your kids are getting into. Like we will say it like out loud, like on this show, like this show is not for kids. Not everybody's like that out there. So do be very cognizant of like what your kids are watching and what your kids are doing. Because if your kids are watching us, turn it the fuck off. Turn it the fuck off. Like your kids don't belong watching our podcast, right?
Same thing as my stream as well. We talk about some pretty raunchy shit, just like when you were saying about the bad dragon stuff. That's what I'm talking about. That would be crazy.
I said bearded dragon. Like
you said the bearded dragon. It did too.
Yeah, it's all about the same.
But yeah,
bearded dragon, giant dildos that freaking like squirt fake cum. I mean, whatever, dude. It's all the fucking same.
That's what they do. It's crazy.
And
I'm tracking. There's porn of it, Joe. There's porn of it.
You've seen it? Oh my god!
Yeah. Who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
Okay,
have you seen it?
On that note, yeah.
On that note, we'll be back with the news.
Fucking have you seen it? Jesus Christ, Joe.
So you already know with the news, we like to just swim right through. We got just, I think really the only gaming news that we do have is that Fortnite took out the no building aspect of the game, which changes, technically it changes everything. Just real quick about it. What's hilarious to me is that a lot of the kids who are champions at building cannot shoot for the life of themselves. And I mean, Colin Kenny, are you still in the chat here, man? Because I want to ask you, how many kills did you have straight? I mean, how many games did you win? Because I think the last conversation I had with him, he had about 20 anywhere between 25 to 30 wins straight with, and that really goes to show how powerful this change brings into the game. And I think it's pretty cool. I actually enjoy it myself. I'm not even going to lie to you, but yeah, man, it's interesting that they brought this that they took it out. One of the biggest thing about the game, and now it's a popular mode now, and they're actually thinking about keeping it.
Joe, what do you got on this? Because I don't play Fortnite enough.
I played it without the building, and I gotta tell you, it's very refreshing because you don't have to deal with little shits who keep blocking your shots and shit. So I'm like, hell yeah, time to fuck them up now. 12-year-olds just running galore, man. They don't even know what's coming to them. A hailstorm of shit and fury because us old Warzone players and shit are coming back with a fury, man. Like, you guys want to build shit? Now
In
you can't.
Fortnite. Now we're coming to kick your ass. Which, I mean, that's why we really started getting into it, because we started feeling good about beating the shit out of kids in this game. You know, like we're
experienced first-person shooters fucking coming out of nowhere, dude, and be like fucking punting those little bitches out into space, dude. It's great. It's fucking into oblivion till Valhalla, bitches. Not.
Yeah. So what else we got? So I mean, we have Jamie Lee Curtis is going to. Oh wait, first game I ever played was yesterday. Dropped 11 and the win. Fuck them kids from Davon Rembert. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fuck
He
them
says-
kids.
Fuck them kids. Right, Devon. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Oh, Deshaun. You know what? What we're gonna do about the Harry Potter thing? I'm going to do a separate video reviewing and talking about the Harry Potter game, which I'm very excited about. Unfortunately, we don't have time to talk about it today, but I will have something for you about it this week, because that shit is special. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yep,
happened
there
with her?
she is.
Jamie Lee Curtis will officiate her daughter's wedding in World of Warcraft cosplay.
She's gonna be
Sounds
Jaina
fun.
Proudmoore.
I think that's pretty cool.
It is. Check out
and they will be doing it in the backyard. Happy birthday, Ruby. I'm proud to be your mother, and the descendant supports for all trans families across the U.S. targeted by conservative legislators. I vow to use my freedom of speech to support my child and all trans children trying to live freely as who they are. That is a beautiful thing. And Jamie Lee Curtis, hey, putting the word out there. And I mean, listen.
Cheers to freedom. That's called freedom. I like freedom.
freedom.
I live in a country that's free. I like, that's freedom. That's freedom.
And I'm willing to drink saliva water in the name of freedom.
Oh God.
It literally
But this is so cool. I mean, because World of Warcraft has such a vast fan base. And when I'm talking about vast, I'm talking about, this is beyond anything that me and you have ever played or even gotten into. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you have played it, and didn't you?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh no, you broke a keyboard over Clash of Titans.
No, I broke my
Jesus.
laptop over
What?
League of Legends.
League
that
of
was
Legends.
A fucking...
You broke a laptop?
Yeah, I was really
Fuck,
pissed.
dude, did you seek fucking therapy, bro?
No, I it was lucky
you
it wasn't
6?
over my friend's face because the motherfucker kept sniping my kills. And that's XP, bro. Like, that's how you get shit. And he'd be like right at the last shot, like,
Break
"Bloop."
laptops? That's how you get
Gotcha,
shit?
bro.
You break laptops? Is that how
Bro,
you get
I'll
shit?
break faces if I want to, but like, he
Oh
was
my
lucky it
God.
was just the laptop.
I just want to remind all parents that are listening, because their kids are listening, like, we don't condone violence during playing video games. And if you have to commit
I
acts of violence because you're angry at a video game, seek fucking professional help. Okay? It's a game.
Yep.
It's a game.
And
I
now,
never played it after that either.
what do we
I would
got
ground
next?
myself from that game as well. I would do the same thing.
What do we got next?
We got
I know, is Ukraine next?
it's this part here. Here we
Oh,
Because
boy.
I know we got two Ukraine things: retro computer and game museum in Ukraine destroyed by Russian bombing. You son of a bitch!
20 years of shit, dude. 20 years of collecting like all of this amazingness.
That is
You
fucked up.
guys can
And
hardly see that.
can you put up that video real quick while we're talking about
This one?
Oh, yeah.
yes. So
Oh,
guys, check this out real quick. Again, this is very it's very
Yeah, this should be a trigger warning here. This is fucking. This is what happens when you fucking unilaterally decide to invade a fucking sovereign nation, and you fucking die, and your cell phone ends up in the hands of the people that fucking killed you. So here you go.
Here we go. You guys ready for this shit? All right, shh.
Алло. Слава Україні. Слава Україні.
Илюшин, смотри. Вон, видишь, Илюшин.
Слава Украине. Илюши больше нет. Он заболел. и умер. Все. Нет, Илюша, он заблудился. Заблудился. Это была первая его ошибка. Вторая была, он заблудился в Украине. А третья, последняя, он сдох, сука. Алло, что, у вас там нет уже отключили? Россияне. Че вы причмокиваете губу, дама?
Ты видишь это ли?
Нет.
Да, я вижу. Что там, Александра видно? Это ублюдок какой-то. Почему этот конфуз не показывается, когда, если он толкал? Покажите лампы, Дина.
Так от него осталась, блядь, одна жопа оторванная. На, что мне показывать? Телефон, слава богу, спасли, чтобы вас набрать и сказать, что этого полупокера уже нету, придурка ебаного.
Это у тебя вместо головы жопа, блядь.
Не, сейчас вот у вашего парня вот где-то плюс-минус, как вы говорите. Вместо головы у него жопа. А там, где жопа, там голова или что от нее осталось. Слава украинской артиллерии. Так а что его показать? Его собаки доедят, да и все.
Твою маму собаки доедят, мразь.
Доедят собаки, мы же даже их не хороним. Их хоронить, блядь, ну нет времени, потому что так ебашим полным ходом. Лежат куски, вот там нога, там голова, блядь. Телефон вывалило вместе с оторванным рукавом, блядь. Да и все, так и остался.
And there you have it. And you know, yes, and we laugh about it because it is funny because you just don't go into another fucking country and expect that they're going to be nice. Now, I have seen some videos with some high ranking members of the military actually saying like, yeah, I'll fucking go to jail for what we did. Like this is wrong. You know, I don't know if you've seen any of those videos, Jay. There have been some of the commanders who are willing to turn themselves in. Because which hey, by all means,
That's called accountability.
Yeah, there
That's
you
called
go.
accountability. Like that's
And you would expect that from a sound in mind commander, wouldn't you?
I would. If there was a commander of sound mind and body, they did whatever they had to do to fend off whatever invasion they had to fend off, and then after the invasion, if they acknowledged that, yeah, we kind of did some fucked up stuff, I'm going to turn myself in. That is what you're supposed to do.
Yep. And then so right in this situation, you have the Ukrainian soldier. Good morning, Diamond Rock. Good morning. It's nice to see you, man. Thank you for coming. Whoever is behind the helms today, but in this situation, you see that the Ukrainian soldier called probably what was it his girlfriend, his wife, or something like that.
The Ukrainian soldier called a dead Russian's girlfriend.
Yep. Yeah. So and as you can see, Alexander had his body ripped off by artillery because he went into another person's country and started to kill them. Right. In this situation, I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't be far off with this. I would probably do the same thing if the phone was still intact, and I would call the last person that they called,
Again, let you know, because
but it goes into the conversation.
The Russians aren't going to tell them. The Russians aren't going to tell her. So might as well be the guys that killed him.
This is the reality of war, guys. And it wouldn't be any different if Canada came over here or we went over there. It would be the same shit. It would be the exact same shit because there's going to be those shit talkers. They're just like, hey, we're going to call your fucking girlfriends and your parents and let you know that you're fucking dead.
Oh, yes. This is a huge part of warfare right there by releasing that. The psychological effect of that alone to the Russians, if they see that, fuck.
Now pop up those numbers. As of right now, as of March 26th, there have been a loss of 16,400 troops, approximately to be confirmed. 117 planes, 127 helicopters, 575 tanks, 293 artillery pieces, 1,640 armored personnel carriers, 2 mobile SRBM systems, which are, if you guys don't know, that's our anti-aircraft. And the same thing with 91 MLRS, 7 boats, 1,100 vehicles, 73 fuel tanks, 56 UAVs, 51 anti-aircraft warfare, and 2 special equipment. And this is all coming from the Kiev Independent, guys. So
I can tell you now that the tank number is at least 10% of their tanks.
It's got to be.
It is 10% of their tank fleet.
That's nothing
taken out. It's not much, but it's enough to put a big dent into their shit.
That's huge, actually. 10% losses in a month. If you do the math on that, like how long would the entire tank fleet last then? If you think about it like that,
How
Do
much
they even have enough
do you have?
artillery?
Yeah, that's
It's-
I was
it's
just
only
about
been
to
a
say
month.
that.
It's only been a month. Imagine 10%. Imagine 10% of all the United States Army's tanks getting destroyed in a month, or stolen, or left behind on the battlefield. Like that's imagine those losses. 10% is a 10% is a huge fucking number. It is a huge fucking number logistically. Huge.
I got one more story for you guys if you're
One more.
interested
Let's
in
hear it. Let's hear
in
it.
seeing it here. It is actually not a bad story if you think about it. Does she look familiar?
Yeah, it's Jeff Bezos' wife.
That's right. And she donated $100 million fucking dollars to veteran and military organizations
So
out of the $4 billion she got, right?
I saw that. Yeah, this chick is donating left and right to all kinds of stuff. She's basically taking Jeff Bezos' money and like flaunting the fact that she's giving it all away.
Yep.
Which tells me that Jeff Bezos has got to be like the most controlling, asshole-ish, evil, piece of shit, fuck-face person probably on the
Lex
face of the
Luthor.
planet right
He's
now.
Lex Luthor, guys.
Dude, if you have that much fucking wealth, you're probably not a good person. And I challenge somebody to fucking show me the one that is. Okay, Elon Musk can eat my ass. Fucking Bill Gates can eat my ass. Okay, Warren Buffett can eat my ass. Anybody.
When I get richer, you're gonna tell me
Anybody.
to eat your ass too?
Yeah, I would. Like if you have accumulated enough wealth past a certain point and you keep going, what are you doing it for? Like what is humanity gaining by you accumulating all that wealth? Like if you put $100 million in my bank account right now, I would never like let another penny fucking enter into my bank account. Like what do you need that much money for ever? Ever.
It's like a GTA account. Once you have enough money, you
They-
don't want to do anything else.
They want to use taxpayer money to subsidize fucking Bezos trying to get to fucking Mars, dude. Like fuck that, dude. The dude's got like $100 billion fucking dollars. Let him fucking pay for it.
How about
Why are we using taxpayer money on fucking people that have like more money than the literal government right now?
how about an idea? How about you send DD214 Gaming Podcast to space, Jeff
Dude,
Bezos?
seriously, I'll fucking go. I'll go right now.
Let's go.
But fucking, I'm not gonna take taxpayer money from the American taxpaying public to fucking subsidize that. You know what I'm saying?
Just got to get Jay some dabs. He'll be in outer space. In no
Dude,
time.
fuck Jeff Bezos. I'm glad his wife is giving all his shit. I hope that motherfucker has a stroke watching how much money his ex-wife is giving away right now. I hope this motherfucker has a stroke. I really do.
He's
like,
not.
just
He
watching-
does it. Pennies in the fucking bucket, bro. Pennies in the bucket to him.
Because he's a piece of shit. Because he's a big giant
The
fucking.
Sean
piece of-
says, Siri, add eating Jay's ass to my multi-million-dollar plan.
Fuck yeah, brother. Fuck yeah.
And we will pin that. And guys, we're here at the end of the show. I just want to say thank you so much, Joe. Before we get to it, where can we find you? Where can we watch your streams?
You can find me on Twitch. I'm Twitch exclusive. I gotta find it. I have it here. There we go. Joe's Twitch, twitch.tv/WolfbaneLX88. You can look on Facebook. There's Wolfbane LX Gaming there. I'm just gonna ask you to come right over to Twitch because that's where I do all of my content. I clip there. I stream there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, from like anywhere from like 8 in the morning to 10 in the morning to whenever the hell I feel like getting off, which is usually 4 to 6 hours later. So let me know what games you guys want to see me play too, because I've been trying to figure out some other stuff, and not saying I'm bored, but I don't know. City Skylines got old kind of quick.
It happens.
It does.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you taking the time. We got to know a little bit more about our producer. So, guys, we're going to keep this short and sweet. Just remember, you guys, you can't fuck Putin without DD214 Gaming's code for Rogue Energy. Use that code today, get 10% off. And to be honest with you guys, I think we're going to be switching to G Fuel soon. I probably should have said that, but whoops. Okay.
Oh well.
Next, Blaze 8 Online.
It gets
Blaze
me
8.
fucked up.
Yeah, Blaze8OnlineNewJersey.com. Make sure you check them out for all your CBDs, Delta 8 needs. They are in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, so make sure you check them out.
Oh, are they?
Yep, 80s Baby Game, and they are veteran owned. They are a veteran owned company. 80s Baby Gaming, Facebook.com/80s Babies Gaming. Guys, also check out the Paleo Giant. Deshaun, we love you. You have been such a good friend to us. You are the man. What else we got here? Guys, go on dd214gaming.live and make sure you check out all our features on there. Make sure you check out the videos and all that stuff. And if you guys are in the GTA 5M servers, you could come and find me and Joe in Diamond Rock RP. If you know,
Absolutely.
and let me tell you, they just had a major revamp and they are killing it right now. It looks really good. If you guys want to have a good time in the RPs, you could join me and Joe, DD214 Gaming, as our pretty much ourselves in the server, so we could all hang out, have a good time. Final thought, guys. So we're hitting. So we're getting into the springtime. People are so worried about looking good and getting sexy and and all that stuff. But
You guys are
we
sexy. You're all sexy.
exactly. But the thing we have to focus on is our mental health. Okay, I have seen people get so sick, like physically sick, and that would literally put them into a state of depression because it's just like it's become so uncontrollable that it feels like it's never going to go away. But just remember that you always have someone to talk to. Guys, you can contact any of us here at DD214 Gaming. You can contact me, Joe, Jay. Like Jay says every fucking week, just pick up your fucking phone. It's not that hard. And if you don't want to call this number 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK. These people volunteer, they work there, and they wait to hear that phone call from you so that they could talk to you about what's going on in your head, because when being in your head is either going to be the worst or the best thing. And in my experience, being in my head has always given me the worst experiences, and no one wants to be in their head, especially alone, especially with negative thoughts. We are here for you. We love you. You have to live to see another day. You have more things to create. You have things to build. You have worlds to explore. So why not start today, guys? Give us a call. And in saying that, as always, Joe, thank you for coming. It's been a hell of a week. This has been an up and down week. Jay, you are the fucking man. It's always a pleasure seeing you once a week. I actually have some ideas that would be great to start bringing in some content. And guys, I know it's taken a while, but look, we're only three guys here. Okay, we're fucking trying. Okay, but if you want to be a part of our team, and if you're a content creator and you want to join us, just hit us up, guys, and we'll talk, and we'd be more than happy to work with you. Russian worship, go fuck yourself. DD214 America. See you later.